2024 is here, and we are back here with chasing birdies. Mr. Peppy, what's up, baby?
You accepted the challenge. Congratulations.
Did I did good, right?
You did very good, very good. Out with the old, in with the new. 2023 is gone. Handicap restarts. Not really. But we got a new year, 2024. Set some goals. Hopefully you achieve them. And today's episode is brought to you by Red Vanley. So go check them out at redvanley.com. I know I've packed a few things for the golf trips coming up. I'm excited to wear them in the sunny Florida weather. And yeah, man. So go check them out.
I can't stand it. It's like we already got a golf trip. We already got 2 golf trips this month.
Yeah.
In January. And we're back. Resetting the handicap. Did I see you driving with a handicap parking pass, by the way?
In my car? Yeah.
Yeah. So with the back hurting you? This is a joke, by the way. This is a joke. I'm just kidding.
Just kidding. Giggles.
You have a good Christmas, bud? Everything
Great
good?
Christmas with the kids. It's awesome seeing it through their eyes and all that jazz and living through them. So we had a blast. Parker got a new set of golf clubs from Grandma and Pappy.
There we go.
And my man's got his name on his bag, so he thinks he's like a PGA Tour player right now.
Yeah. Parker.
Yeah. So, and I'm really excited for the new year, man. Everything starts from zero in our world, in both of our professions. So I'm excited for it, and I'm ready to get after it.
I didn't really get anything golf related for Christmas, but I was stoked to give my dad his gift. I bought him the Stack speed training device. And my dad, I mean, he's walking around, he's got a brand new knee, and he's still out there
brand new on
best.
clouds.
Brand new on clouds. I mean, he looks like a whole new man. He's slim and trim. Now he just needs to get a little bit more speed, or at least have the ability to have some more speed. So the Stack system, I've been using it. It's freaking awesome. I mean, it's so good. So that's the only golf-related thing that I had come my way or out of my way for Christmas. But PGA Tour starting up this month, the full swing. And, last week, speaking of golf, we saw HV3 get a Dewey. I mean, bud, can you just get a driver?
Double the limit. 0.16.
I mean, it's easy to do, so you can't fault him. But
I mean, how much money to get in this deal? 100 million, 150 million, whatever it is, he's got enough to have a driver.
Yeah, yourself.
You got to understand, some of these people, and I'm doing myself, you have a couple and you're like, I could just shoot down there and have it, I'll pop over there and pop over here. And next thing you know, you're in a bad place. And so hopefully he gets everything back to normal for him. I mean, he's got a kid, he's got a wife. So let's be a little careful, HV3, and everyone out there. So let's just be careful.
I wonder what he was driving. When he was at the Greenbrier, he was driving this black Ford pickup truck. It was lifted. It looked pretty monstrous, but I don't know.
Well, that must be tough for him to get in. I mean, a little short, but you understand that.
I do. Yeah, whatever. But no, man, it's good to be back. We got another season in front of us here, another golf season coming up, another season of podcasting. Hopefully we get some good guests this year. And we'll see what happens. I'm really pumped up. You've been putting some effort into this 2-man event in July, so thanks for that, bud.
Hey, no problem, my man.
Today's guest, though, Courtney Lee, golf addict, NBAer, turned golf junkie, loves to have a few cocktails on the course, so you guys probably would hit it off. Pretty cool story, though. I mean, played quite a while.
Yeah, really cool. He played a long NBA career, and he knows it, and he had a great NBA career. He made money, and now he can enjoy the fruits of his labor, right? Play golf every day. And like he said, his biggest regret was not playing golf when he was in the NBA.
Yeah.
Because he could have played in these other cities and all these other courses. But it's nice to see that he got the golf bug, and he just wants it.
Yeah, man. So without further ado, let's roll this bad boy over to Courtney Lee here on Chasing Birdies. All right, guys, we're back here this week for a new episode of Chasing Birdies. And we are joined today by another former baller, Courtney Lee, on the podcast here today, joining us. The former NBAer is now a golf addict. I love it. My man, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. It's crazy you say addict because I just finished playing 18 at Country Club of Orlando, bro. So wrapped it up today, got my kick, and so I'm chilling now.
Isn't it though? Like you just get that fix.
Yes, it's crazy, man. Never in my 36 years of life before I picked up the club would I ever watch golf, like ever play golf. But then something just clicked to where it was just like, bro, I can't put these clubs down.
What was it though?
Yeah.
Man, you know what really got me into golf, bro? I went to golf, what is it called? Top Golf with a couple people. And these are dudes that I play basketball with here and there.
Uh-huh.
When we play pickup, I dominate them. But then when we was at Top Golf and I couldn't hit the ball and they thought it was the funniest shit in the world and it was driving me crazy being a competitor. So I was like, you know what? I was like, give me a month to be able to like get the feel for it and I'll be able to hit the ball, whatever, just to be good to go to Top Golf. But during that process, bro, I went to the golf course and was kicking it with people and drinking, playing music, having a good time. And then you can bet on stuff. Like I said, being a competitor, that brought all that adrenaline rush from being in the locker room back. So I was like, damn it, I love this sport.
Yeah, it's great.
It's
the problem
awesome.
is, it is. I mean, you're in Florida, so you get the ability to do that whenever you want, really, because of the weather.
Oh, yeah, I'm year-round with it, dog. Like, today was at least, like, 78 degrees, so it was perfect
That's
for
nice.
golf.
This must be nice.
Yeah. We
Good
we
for
don't
you,
we don't
Courtney.
have that.
Where are y'all at? Y'all up north?
I'm in Pittsburgh, and he's in Morgantown, West Virginia.
Okay, yeah, man. So the only downfall in Florida, bro, we just get random rain throughout the day. So it might rain for 5 minutes for no reason.
Yeah, but
then
it's
dry
refreshing.
up, but
It's refreshing.
yeah.
The only problem with the rain is it gets my cigar wet. Then we got a little bit of issues, but we'll relight another one.
Yeah, 100%.
Have you seen that video on the internet of that dude that took his wife to Top Golf and she like fell off? Like it was on like social media. She fell off the top deck down to the
Dude.
bottom deck
Oh
or
my
some
God.
shit like that.
I don't know if I've seen that one, but I've seen a few videos of people falling into the net, man. It's just like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
What a dummy.
See, that's the cool thing about Top Golf though. Like for some people who don't get golf or never really played golf, they can get in there and yuck it up and have a good time, and then they might fall in love with the game. I don't know. Kind of like what happened to you.
Exactly what happened to me.
We have a mutual friend in Jim that introduced us from Red Vanley, so we got to give him a thank you for that introduction because probably would have
Shout out
been
my
talking to you
guy,
otherwise.
Jim and Andrew. Shout out to my guys.
We
Yeah,
just had
they're great.
Andrew on last week, so telling his story about Red Vanley. Their gear is really sick, though. I will say that. But yeah, I mean the boys over at Red Vanley are killing it right now. So, again, thank you to them for introducing us to you. For golf, where do you play out of? Are you in Orlando?
Yeah, I'm actually in Winter Park, Florida, but it's pretty much Orlando, man. So today I played Country Club of Orlando, but I'm a member at the Ritz, Bella Colina, and on the waiting list at Interlaken. But, I mean, you got Alworth, you got Bay Hill, you got Concessions, you got the Four Seasons, you got Lake Nona. It's so many different courses, man. And y'all probably know once you like golf and you golf with different people that are members at different courses, you got your own different group chats and you just text when everybody's playing. So you just rotate courses.
Oh, I'm really good at that.
Yeah, it's
this-
the best.
I'm really good at that.
I've played that a few times, man. That is a freaking awesome track. That
Oh,
is a
it's
great
beautiful.
track.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
We're getting a chance to go over to Grove 23 in a couple weeks. So we're gonna peg it up over there, man. We hear good things about it. You ever play?
Oh shit! I'm supposed to go tomorrow, but it's supposed to rain. So
Oh,
I actually I play with Jeff and Marcus Jordan a lot. Jeff's a member at Bella Colina and the Ritz, along with myself. So we play a lot, and we played the Ritz 2 days ago, and we were setting to go to Grove tomorrow, but it says 90% chance of rain throughout the morning, so might have to cancel that. But the course itself, bro, it's a great time, bro. As far as like that feel of like the hangout and like seeing who's who, like it's always dope to go in there. And MJ's tea time is always around 10 to 10:30 every day when he's in town. So you always see him. We always eat breakfast with him, and then you see him afterwards smoking a cigar and just chopping it up. So you can't match those vibes anywhere else, man.
I think our tea times are between 10 and 10:30 too, so that's fine.
Yeah, so he'll if he's in town, he's definitely there.
But I can't. We're
That's
supposed to
wild.
play 36 that Friday and then 18 Saturday, so it should be fun, man. And we're actually coming down to Orlando January 21st, Sunday, to play with Jim from Red Van.
Okay,
it's
yeah,
PGA
he
show.
mentioned that. Yeah, he mentioned that. But they have this LPGA tournament that's hosted at Lake Norton, the Hilton Grand Invitational, which I played in it last year, and it's around that time. Last year it was the 19th to the 24th. I think they're trying to do it a little earlier. So I played in that event, and I told Jim whenever he's down here, man, if the days, if it aligns, so we can get out there and play.
That'd be dope. So 2008, man, you were a first rounder in the NBA.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, you know what? I always said this, and I'll say it again. It doesn't matter how you got there, when you got there. The fact is you got there, and obviously being in the first round, it's pretty dope. So, you had a pretty phenomenal career in the NBA, and that's not something to be taken lightly. But looking back on it, is it? Do you feel fulfilled now that you're retired? Like, hey, you know what? I did the best I had, and had a successful career. You feel fulfilled with that?
Oh, 100%. I feel like I succeeded to the best of my abilities, because it's kind of crazy, man. Like when you go from middle school, high school to college, like being athletic and being talented, like you're the best player on those teams. But then when you get to the NBA, it's just like, bro, these dudes are different, like level of monsters. So I went from being like the guy on every team to being a role player, and which 80%, 85%, maybe even 90% of the NBA are role players. Like you have those special players. Those are your stars go-to guys. But as far as me being able to play 13 years, man, as being a role player, even with like a lot of adversity, like being traded, some crucial plays, and just being able to stick with it and last 13 years. So I think I definitely exceeded past expectations.
Yeah. I mean, you got to play with a lot of the good ones too, in terms of, in that early, the late 2000s. I mean, it was loaded back then.
Yeah, man.
Now it is.
You know what's crazy, bro? I was golfing with somebody the other day, man, and they was like, did you play? They asked me, did I play against Charles Oakley? And I'm just like, well, damn, how old do you think I am? Nah, I didn't play against Charles Oakley, bro. But yeah, it's crazy, man. The list of teammates that I had, bro, from Dwight Howard, even that whole team, man. Hito Turkoglu, Rashard, Jameer, Rayford Alston. Then I was Devin Harrison, Brooke Lopez. Then I had Yao Ming, Shane Battier.
Yeah.
Who else was on that team? Marcus Camby was a veteran on that team. Then the KG, Paul Pierce, Jason Terry, Rondo,
Jeez.
Mark Gasol, Randolph, Carmelo Anthony, Kristaps Porzingis, Derrick Rose, and then finished with Dirk and Luka. So
how you doing?
I had some crazy teammates, man.
Dwight Howard scares the shit out of me. He just looks like a man child. He looks like he could pick me up and just eat me.
Yeah, man. He's one of those freaks, man. It's like even when on the team, the dude would work out, but he wasn't working out as much as someone like myself or a Jameer or a Hito needed to work out to stay lean. The dude just a freak, and he ate whatever, and it was still just like ripped up. So still built the same day, man.
The same problem. So
he was broad, man. He was so broad.
Did any of those guys play golf? Is that kind of when you were in the NBA? Was golf a thing?
It really wasn't, man. I don't know how long ago. I think JJ Redick picked it up.
He's nuts.
Maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago. So I don't know if he was golfing back then, but I kick myself, bro, every time, because it's like when we travel to these different cities and teams, sometimes we might go in a day before, or we might get in early one day, have nothing to do as besides go to dinner with your team, maybe hang out with people if you know in the city or not. But as far as traveling from city to city almost every other day and having these different golf courses that you have access to go play on these courses, I didn't take advantage of that. And that's the one thing that I regret, man.
Well, you're probably making up for it right now. I mean,
100%. Oh, shit. I tell the wife, bro, we don't take any vacations or any trip unless there's a golf course that I could go to.
Is that how you work it?
That's how I work it. She has the golf bug too, and so she knows that if she wants to go on a trip, like we just recently just took a quick trip to the Bahamas, so she already knows the Albany, the one and only, and Baja Mars there. That's how you get me to like, all right, cool, I'm fine with it. So
what do? You just play golf all morning and all day, and she does her own thing, or how's that cookie crumble?
Well, it depends. Like if we go somewhere on vacation for 4 to 5 days, at least 4 of those days I'm golfing, and she'll golf with me at least 3 of them. But the other day she might want to go to the beach, she might want to go to the pool or go shopping, whatever. And I'm like, fine, I'm gonna be gone for 5 to 6 hours, so she understands.
That's awesome.
It's a balance with the wife. You gotta let them.
She got the bug just as much as I do. It's crazy.
It's funny seeing golf. Just I feel like even recently, but over the course of the last 5 to 8, 10 years, just kind of blowing up, and people now that are playing golf that you would never really expect to play golf. And I was watching. So you guys tell me what you think about this. It was the Ravens playing the 49ers the other night, and they were talking to Christian McCaffrey about what he got for the team, his offensive line. And he was saying how he's really into golf now and he loves golf. So he bought them all a pair of PXG clubs. That's what he said. Pair. Now, do you think he got them 2 sets, or do you think he meant to say a set of PXG clubs? Because I was like, damn, if he's buying them 2 sets.
I think he probably meant like as far as I got them a pair is like a whole set.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, PXG, shout out to PXG, man. I played in a DJ Khaled's tournament, and they gifted me a whole a bag of clubs. And
you played?
I'm hoping that they did. Yeah, I'm hoping that they did the same thing for him, because those PXGs, man, they can get pricey, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah, they can. Do you play them?
Yeah, I do, man. I played the PXGs. I played the TaylorMade P790s. I was gifted. I think it's pronounced Murrah clubs.
Murrah.
I played in Justin Timberlake and Jimmy Fallon at 8 a.m. hosted one in Vegas, and so that was one of our gifts in the gift bag, was a set of clubs. So I've been playing with those recently.
Before I was cut off by Mr. Bashauer, how the hell you got into the golf event, DJ's event?
Yeah, DJ Khaled's.
I was watching this thing through Instagram. I'm like, man, this would be so cool. This would be so sick. Everything that was going on, all the swag that people were getting.
Yeah, it was for it to be the first one, man. He did a great job as far as just like the opening dinner. Everybody's mingling, meeting everybody, and then just getting all those different personalities to be in one room and on the golf course and being there on time, bro. They definitely did a great job.
That is right. Getting all these personalities, these ex-athletes, celebrities there at time is like, that is a task in itself.
But that's another example. DJ Khaled, I mean, my man loves golf. And
yeah, it's crazy, bro. You never know when that bug's going to hit you. And it's just like, it's grabbing everybody one by one, bro, it seems like.
I'm curious to see what, like, this whole, because right now in professional golf, I just feel that it's so divided. And, like, I'm not saying I don't like Live at all. No, I think that's cool, man. I played in a Live Pro-Am this year. Like, it's all gravy. But I feel like the guys have so much tension between each other. And maybe not all of them, but, like, they hate Rory. Vice versa.
Yeah, Rory hates him.
And then you got this whole thing, John Rahm doing what he did, which, God bless him. That's fine.
How do you not take that money, dude? As a former athlete, Courtney.
Bro,
If I come to you, as a former athlete, if I come to you and say, hey, Courtney, here's what we're going to do, man. We're going to have 40 games, okay? We're going to play 3-on-3. And we're going to give you $250 million to come do this. But you got to leave the NBA.
Oh, if you paying me more than I was going to make in the NBA, I'm gone.
But that's what all these guys, I mean, how can these guys, that is money that they cannot touch, like that $600 million, $500 million? I don't care how good a golfer you are.
To, like, at the end of the day, when everybody's an adult and everybody has their family and their motives, it's like, what are you playing this sport for? Like, you want to be a professional because you love the game. But then once you get to the highest level and it becomes a business, and this is how you survive and this is your livelihood, then you have to make business decisions. And it's like, I don't fault those dudes, because listen, they're taking care of their family. This is generational wealth. It's like, you can't be mad at somebody like, Anybody, like whatever job or occupation you're doing right now, if somebody comes along and gives you the same job for more money, everybody's leaving. Everybody's
Yeah.
leaving. So I don't see how people can fault them for it. And I think Liv coming along is it builds to the competition. Because like I see on Instagram, they always have this Phil versus Tiger. If they pick their teams and like they go to battle, like that would make so much money. Because you got people that like understand the Liv aspect of it and are fans of Liv, and then you got the PGA side who are against them. And so what better than making it a competition? I think that would generate so much money.
If anything, I think Live Tour made the PGA Tour better.
100%. 100%, because those purses raised too.
The purses raised, the social media payouts.
Where has all this money been
Exactly.
at? Now that you could raise the purses now, like who's been profiting the most off this money?
Oh, Tim Fincham.
Yeah, so it's just like, bro.
And where's he at? You haven't seen him since. My man got COVID and he fell off the map.
Well, you mean Jay Monahan?
Was it Jay Monahan?
Yes, yeah. I don't fault none of those. I don't fault none of those guys from taking
Jay Monahan.
Money, and I think the guys that are this mad is like the Rory type things. I think personally it has something to do with like Roy. I grinded to get to my position to be the best, to like all the years that I put in this work to be able to have these pots that I'm making in these endorsements. So I'm getting paid this amount of money. But then there's another league that starts and people that I feel that I'm better in are going over there making more money than me. And it's like, I think that's the main thing that gets Rory fired up about it.
Yeah.
I think too, for Rory, I think for a lot of European players, the winning PGA Tour events, winning majors is so important to them that Rory makes so much money as it is already. I get that, but
yeah.
I think we're at the point now where he's just like, listen, I'm not doing it, dude. I'm going to make a point. Like,
yeah.
I'm going to make a point at this.
Oh yeah, once you jump on one side of it, bro, it's hard to come back. It's hard to come back, man, because you don't want people like, I told you so. Now you're a hypocrite.
Yeah.
So he's standing in his stance.
John Rahm did the best thing. Did not speak a word about Liv or anything.
100%.
Signed his.
And the good thing, he won those tournaments, and it was like, listen, bro, I won a lot of the major tournaments. Now it's just like, listen, let me go get this bag. It's like, don't be mad at me.
I wonder if Tiger in his prime, do you think Tiger would leave in his prime? I know Tiger right now is not going to do it because they're probably paying him under the table to say, listen, just stay here. Don't do anything.
Yeah. I don't think Tiger leaves in his prime because Tiger in his prime was like much watch TV for the PGA Tour. So I think at that time they probably would have been like, whatever Liv's giving, we got to give to Tiger. We have to keep him here, bro. So I don't think Tiger would have left in his prime.
What do you know about Tiger's clothing deal that's coming up? Have you heard anything?
Man, you know what? I used to be endorsed by Nike, but after they gave me a 14-year endorsement deal, so I had it for 13 while I was playing. But after that year, after I was done, I mean, all those ties was cut, so I have no inside scoop.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It don't make sense because Nike is like they kind of faded away from the golf branding as far as like clubs and all this stuff, but they still make golf clothes. So it's like, bro, why would you let the GOAT walk away from your brand? Why would you give another brand an opportunity to put their logo on him? Like,
so the rumor I heard, now here we go, this is probably going to be wrong, but whatever. But the rumor I heard, and I have a lot of good contacts in the golf world, Tiger owns that TW logo. That's his. Okay. Now the rumor is that TaylorMade Golf is coming out with a clothing line that Tiger is going to be the front person for next year because TaylorMade Golf, I guess for the last 3 years, has made so much money off golf clothing, basically branding other brands. So you take Grayson, they put a logo, the TaylorMade logo on it, or Zero Restriction, or Malbin, or whatever.
Yep.
They're seeing how much money they're making off this. Just apparently they're saying, why don't we just do this ourselves? Now that's a pure rumor that I'm not putting my name behind that, but that's what I've heard.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that, man. TaylorMade makes a good product, bro. Why not get into the clothing line?
Well, I mean, but just stick to what you're good at.
Yeah, they're good at making clothes for sure. Drivers for sure.
That 3-wood that they have is sick. That Sim 2 3-wood. I got the Sim 2 3-wood, and it is a missile.
There's one that's like called the burner or something, right? That's like the driver / 3-wood.
It's like it's like a it's like a 12-degree driver, fairway wood type thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the thing too. Though TaylorMade, the one thing about TaylorMade that kind of gets me a little bothered. I'm a little bit of an equipment junkie. I can tell you are too.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish they would stick to like one driver a year. It's like 2 and 3 drivers throughout the year, and I get they got numbers that they got to hit and all this, but can I learn this driver first before you come out with the next driver this year?
It's like the iPhone, though, man. That's how you get more consumers. You tell them that it's more forgiving and you make more money.
I still haven't gotten the new iPhone yet. I'm still on the iPhone 12, but I'm due.
Oh, I'm right there. I might be on what number are we on? 15 right now?
Yeah,
I think
15.
I'm 2 years behind. I got an iPhone 13.
Okay, so you're kind of with me. We're kind of in the mix.
Yeah. Like, bro, they do the same things. I text and call and then look on Instagram every day. It's like this phone is capable of doing that. iPhone just don't slow my phone down, which I seen there was a lawsuit. Somebody was suing them because it was like every time a new phone come out, you got to slow the old one down. So I haven't had any issues since that lawsuit. So I hope they stick to the guns.
Stick to it, yeah.
How'd you get linked up with Stephen Malbin? We had him on the show as well, and he's got that's a cool dynamic that he has over there.
Man, just mutual friends, bro. I remember, what year was it? It had to be maybe 2012. Chris Duhan was living in Orlando at the time, and this guy, Jack, he was a wakeboarder. And so they had an event at a golf course in Daytona, and they asked me to go. And I was like, bro, I don't golf, but I'll go just to go. And so we end up going there, and I met a guy named Ryan Everett that was putting on this golf tournament. I think he was working with Oakley at the time. And so I was just there, just drinking, just having fun and just doing boy stuff. And then fast forward, when I got into golf, I started posting it a little bit. Ryan hit me and was like, hey, bro, I'm with Malbine. Would love to have you in this tournament that they put on at Art Basel the first year that I got into golf. And so I was like, all right, cool. So I went to it, ended up having fun and just meeting everybody. And Steve was one of the dudes that I talked to for a while. And I was like, bro, I love the brand. And then from that point, it's been history. I got invited to pretty much every tournament. Then we did the 100-hole hike out at Pebble Beach recently. And they did the Part 3 podcast out there. So
That's
I was
awesome.
on that. And then we just did the second year at Art Basel again at this tournament.
So how many tournaments are you playing in a year?
Oh, man, I got it. I'm trying to break them all down. Let's see. I did the Melbourne. Did 2 of the Melbournes. I did the 8 a.m. in Timberlakes in Vegas. I did Derek Jeter's in the Bahamas. DJ Khaled's in Miami. Johnny Damon has one in Florida. Man, I'm forgetting a few, bro. It's going to drive me crazy. The Lake Nona one for sure. I did the Mike Flaskey Payne Stewart one at the Floridian. But the goal is to get in. I want to get in the Lake Tahoe for sure. And one of my buddies was on a flight with a guy that does the AT&T one out at Pebble Beach. I guess somebody that was big up in there, and he was like, "Oh, this year they had it where they're doing it for all the pros was in the tournament, but next year they're going back to doing it with the pros and the celebrity guests." And he was like, "Bro, you're locked in." So fingers crossed on both of those, man.
So we're looking at about a dozen of them. 12 celebrity pro events you're playing in. That's pretty good. You got me beat on the member guests. I play in about 5 member guests, and I love it.
Yeah, Brian. Once you get into playing those tournaments, member guests, whatever, that adrenaline you get from competing, just having fun, bro, it's just like chasing it.
I think the Tahoe one would be sick. I mean, because that's the real deal.
That's up there. So that one and that AT&T one, bro. Tahoe first though. So talked with a couple people that said they're gonna like rub shoulders and bring my name up to a couple people. So hopefully that works out.
So you talk about how relationships are formed with golf, and that's the same thing that we say, like having this dinky podcast that we have, we've met so many cool people that we would have never met if it weren't for golf. And we put our first Chasing Birdies 2-man tournament on this past summer down at the Greenbrier in southern West Virginia, and it was a blast. It was. There was only 24 guys, but we got John Barry to come out.
Oh, he's nice.
JB came, and he is fucking hilarious. By the way,
dude, he is so funny.
Man, where did I
Um,
play? I played with him at Sherwood in
Oh,
California.
that's where he's
yeah,
at with Chandler Parsons.
Yeah, man, they took a lot of money from me that day, bro, playing Wolf. But yeah, John's nice, man. He keeps that head down the whole swing, bro. I don't know how he do it, but he does it.
yeah. John's
Dude,
got
he's
it,
the
man. He's
best.
got some
I love
game.
that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and they all play out there at Sherwood, and he's still back in Atlanta too from time to time. But yeah, no, man, it's fun. It's fun to think about how you meet people just by some random shit.
And
But
he was a guy I just met from because me and Chandler are real close, and so we always golf at Sherwood. So one of the days he was out there, Reggie Bush was out there. It's like you just meet these people just because I'm cool with one guy, like you said, and then from that point on, it's like, oh, we golf together. So hey, we're golfing here. You want to come? Type stuff. So it's definitely crazy how you network and play golf.
have you ever played Gaza Ranch?
Man, I had to turn it down. Like they was all from when we was at Sherwood. We played there, and I want to say Lakeside, and Gaza Ranch was the next place we was going. And I think they went Gaza Ranch, and then they went to the Madison and Palm Springs. But I was looking at the flights, and the flight back from to get back home, I had to stop twice, and I hate connecting flights. So I was like, one I could do, but this one was having me connect 2 times
Yeah,
for a flight that I could have got home in like 6-7 hours. It was going to take me 15 to 16 hours. So I was like, I'm gonna just fly from LA back home.
yeah. I don't blame you. Two's a lot, dude.
Yeah, I turned that down, bro. I wish I would have went, man, because I could have just went back to LA and stayed another day or two, then took my butt back home.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place that you've played so far?
Favorite golf course I've played? I mean, for the experience and vibes, it's always going to be Grove because Michael Jordan was the guy that I looked up to, and then just sitting there and being able to talk to him and have conversations about
That's
basketball,
crazy, yeah.
it's always cool. But then I love all those discovery properties like Chalino Bay, Baker's Bay. All those properties are fire, bro. Like the courses is like everything's manicured nice. You won't find a piece of grass misplaced. Where else have
Yeah.
I just played? I think it's I think it's a Discovery Properties. I just played in Vegas at the Summit with Mark O'Mara, and that course was unbelievable too.
How was that round of golf?
Man, from being in awe from the course, bro, because they have a view of the strip, and then you just like this course is just perfect. It was dope. And then Mark O'Mara, I'm friends with his son Sean O'Mara. They started a clothing line here in Florida called Duvin. And so I always played golf with him. And then I seen him at the PNC last year. And then that's when Mark was like, oh, I got to have you out to Vegas to come play Summit. And it just worked out that I went out there for that mid-season tournament that the NBA put on this year and was able to golf. We played the Win. We played TPC Vegas. And then we played Summit last and was able to play with him out there, man.
So the guy that I played at Marshall University golf. So we always played. Western Kentucky always had a college golf event every year, and we would always go up there and play. I forget what golf course it was. If you said the name of their course,
Probably Ostone or Indian Hills.
it might have been Indian Hills.
Yeah, so they have Ostone, Indian Hills out there in Bowling Green.
So we would play up there every year in Western Kentucky's golf tournament. And the guy that was my teammate, you'll meet him if we play that Sunday before the PGA show. So does Mark O'Meara, the stories he must have, because he's thicker than thick with Tiger still.
Oh yeah, he was telling me one story about where it was Tiger. This was all at Alworth. It was Mark, Tiger, Jordan, and somebody else. I can't think who it was, but it was somebody else that had a big name like that, and he was golfing with him, and then he was like, Sean was in school, and he called him and was like, and his dad told him who he was golfing with, and he was like, do you mind if I like skip school and come out there and just caddy with y'all or whatever? And he was just like, yeah, he allows him to do it. And I was like, bro, that would have been the dopest kid experience ever. So he told us a story about that. Man, he told us 100 stories. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now, but it's crazy that Mark is 66 years old, but once we started playing golf and having a few drinks, bro, he was just like one of the boys, how he was talking, bro. You would have never thought, but he was definitely cool. Cool as hell, man.
But it's good for these guys to get outside of their, like, you know, you got to be so buttoned up in front of the camera. And if you're playing in a tournament, it's nice just to relax and chill, man. Like, if you want to play with your shirt untucked, cool. You know what I mean? Like, you want to smoke a cigar, cool. You want to have a drink or drop a couple F-bombs, let's do it.
How long do you think it'll be before golf gets to that point to where every golf course around the world has that, like, resort style golf where it's just
I don't
like,
think
hey,
so.
bro, golf in your swim shorts, drink, whatever.
I don't
You don't
think
think
so.
as golf continues to, like, popularize?
I don't
ever?
think so, because I think that
Or
people,
that generation like, dies off?
maybe if the generation dies off, but you have your courses that are like, hey, listen, just, and I'll respect it, man. We talk about this all the time. Ryan and I always talk about this. Like, you'll respect, if they want your shirt tucked in, we'll tuck our shirt in. But if we could play, like you mentioned, Discovery Properties, we play at Troubadour a fair amount. You wear barefoot, shirt untucked, and I have the time of my life. So listen, I'll do whatever it is. I just don't see it going that way because there's so many high-end golf clubs that I think that pride themselves on that.
Yeah, I agree.
But I do think it's more socially acceptable now to just like have music going and shit like that.
100%.
I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
I saw a picture of you with Aaron Rodgers on the tee box.
Yeah, that was at Sherwood also.
So
yeah,
what's he like? Did he get it going at all? I mean, I know he's played in a couple of those matches, but he's a pretty good golfer.
Yeah. He from that day he was playing as a scratch. Now when he was at that AT&T tournament where he had a handicap of a 10, I don't know where that came from, and he ended up winning it. But yeah, AR is good at golf, man. He was playing well. I think that day playing based off my handicap, I think I won like 700 from him, man. Me and Chandler collected big that day.
Yeah, but do the
That's
boys
wow.
chirp him a little bit for that handicap lie?
Man, I like if you know him and you play golf with him and you've seen that, because somebody else showed me the book where it was like, yeah, he played phenomenal for being a 10 handicap. I was like, what? 10 handicap? So yeah, if you know him, you know. If you know him, you know. But yeah, AR's pretty good, man.
Yeah, I'd be like, dude. I mean, but then again, like, you know, he might be like, well, I am a 10. I just played really good that day. I don't know. But really?
Yeah, could be. But I got my respective amount of strokes that day. So
yeah, that's like, you play with people and I always get mad at people when I play with them, and I know they're not. They always try to tell you a better handicap. So it's not even like they're trying to sandbag, but they're like, I'm a 2. I'm a 3, so I'm good. And I'm like,
yeah,
dude,
those are delusional golfers, bro. But if you like, fine. If you want to lose money, you can be a 2. I don't mind.
yeah. Like, you're not a 2. But all right, we'll play 2. So I'll give you 1 aside. And then you get waxed, and then you fucking pay me. What's my Venmo? That's what I'd love to hear.
100%. If you listen, I don't mind. You want to reverse sandbag? Perfect.
Yeah.
But why?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Courtney, why would you do that? That you're only hurting
I don't
yourself.
know.
I said you're only hurting yourself when you reverse sandbag.
Yeah, doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all.
So being an athlete like you are, you still training at all? You doing any type of recovery stuff, or what are you into nowadays outside of golf?
Man, I tell you what, bro, my girl, she owns she has 5 Pilates studios around the Central Florida area that I'll go dibble and dabble here and there with those, but those I get too sore from that. So then I end up joining the F45 classes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'll tell myself, all right, I want to stay in shape, lift weights or whatnot. But then once you get sore and your body feels different and you go out there and try to swing that golf club and you can't hit the ball, you're just like, I don't understand why. I stopped lifting weights. I stopped doing everything because it was messing up my golf swing. So,
yeah. Well, have you gotten into the ice plunge, the whole trend now?
Yeah, I've been cold tubbing, doing the contrast for as long as I can remember, as far as being in the league. And there's a brand called I want to say it's called The Plunge, where they I got one of those extra large. You probably seen it on IG, the white tubs that sit outside to stay cold or whatever. So I have one of those, and I'm in the process of building a house right now. So I'm waiting to set that up. But that would be probably that we're doing the contrast, steam room, sauna, and then I have a lady that does like the physical therapy stuff. Like if I get back spasms or kinks in my shoulders from swinging too hard, she has a dry needle in. I would say those things are the only things that I'm doing right now.
That's great though. Everything you just said. I mean,
Yeah.
I just started with that cold tub, dude, and I fucking screamed so loud when I got in that thing the other day. I didn't scream, but I was like, ugh.
Yeah, man. The first couple times you do it, if you haven't done it in a while or you just starting to do it, it gets you. But the key to it is your breathing. If you just when you get in it, it's cold for sure. Everybody is like, but if you focused on keeping the same tempo with your breathing, like it's the best shit ever. Then like after 10 seconds, 20 seconds, you don't even notice it anymore. You can sit in there for 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. The longer I got into it, the easier it was.
Yep, it's just all that, just that breathing aspect. Calm your breathing down, and it's just like you're good.
I presume you're going to put a simulator in your house.
Oh, 1,000%, man!
That's
Crazy
right.
story. I have one. I have one now that, because like I said, I sold my house and we moved into this condo, and the house is pretty much. We have like a week or two left before we move in, but in this condo, I have a GC quad, and I bought these PVC pipes from Lowe's with the net, and I put the turf in there. So I'm hitting into like a net with the TV right here. But once the house is done, I went to T Square in New York, and I met one of the guys that worked for Full Swing. This guy named Wes Armstrong. And so we've been in contact from meeting there, and he was like, "Yeah, he's going to take care of me as far as building a simulator in my house and whatnot." So we just signed on the dotted line for him to build the whole like golf bay in the house. So should be legit when it's done.
Oh man,
dude,
that's gonna be awesome.
That's a game changer.
Oh, for sure, especially in Florida in the summer, bro. Like I said, it rains, and then hurricane season is just 8 hours of nonstop rain. So I'll be in there grinding.
You ever get up to Kentucky at all? Because I know you went to college there.
Yeah, I went there recently, bro. I trying to think. They put me in the Hall of Fame. When was that date?
Oh, nice. Congrats.
Thank you. November 11th. I was just there, and I went out there and played Bowling Green Country Club. The greens was the fastest greens I've ever putted on. So the course was nice. So that was the last time I was just there recently.
That whole dude, like Ohio, West Virginia, obviously Pennsylvania, like that little region, then you get into Kentucky. I mean, there's scattered throughout great golf courses, phenomenal golf courses. Really, so we're lucky. I mean, other than the weather, we're lucky where we are. But
have you played West Virginia at all?
I haven't played golf where I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. So that Midwest area, I didn't golf. And the crazy thing, when I played for Memphis, bro, I lived in South Wind where they have that tournament at.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
At that time, my teammate Mike Conley was a golfer. Mike Conley, Mike Miller, and Nick Kalathis would always try to get me to go out there and golf. And I never did it. And so I would say Bowling Green, Kentucky is probably the only place in the Midwest that I've really golfed at.
Yeah. I've never played there specifically, but there's that new track coming out in Florida. What's it called? Panther National or some bullshit like that?
Yeah, Justin Thompson. He has something to do with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's
good. I can't remember the guy's name. The guy that I golfed with in Vegas with Mark O'Mara. His father was a famous hockey player, and we exchanged numbers. So I probably need to figure out what his name was, because he was like, "Yo, when that course is open." He's like, he'll invite me out there to play with him. So I was like, all right, sure, 100%.
Just got to remember who.
So,
that'd be sick.
I'm going to just text Mark. Who was the guy that we golfed with?
Yeah.
And I got his numbers.
Well, listen, man, it was always obviously fun connecting with you here on Chasing Birdies and hearing your story a little bit, chatting golf. But we are going to turn this over to our last segment of the show called the Tap In segment, presented by Bettinardi Golf. Jonathan's going to ask you 4 or 5 questions that demand your quick-witted response. So take it away, bud.
Favorite NBA arena to play in?
Staples. Or now they switched the names. So what is it? Crypto? Is it Crypto Arena or something like that?
Yeah, in LA. Is that it?
Yep. So Staples was the best one for me.
On-course drink.
You said on-course drink?
Yeah.
A tequila mule.
Ooh, damn, you get twisted.
Yeah, a little reposado with ginger ale and ginger beer. Can't go wrong with it.
Number one bucket list golf course for you?
Is it Pinehurst or Pine Valley? That's
Pine
one
Valley.
or two.
Pine Valley.
Pine Valley. Pine Valley.
Oh, I got you beat, bud.
That's a good one.
Oh, you played it already?
Yeah, I've played it twice. Sick.
Nice.
So
that's the goal. Play as many top 100 courses I can play before I get out of here.
All right, here's the big question. Free throw to win an NBA final or a 12-footer left to right to win the U.S. Open?
A 12-footer left to right to win the U.S. Open. I'm going to go with that 12-footer.
Oh. No!
Wow.
I'm going to go with that 12-footer. I don't play basketball no more, baby.
Yeah. I'm sure you're not rusty, though, if you had to be.
Last one.
Give me about 10, 15 minutes to shoot, and it'll come back. Muscle memory.
All right, there you go. We'll give you 10 minutes before the NBA final free throw to shoot.
Oh, 100%.
Last one. What are you chasing?
I'm chasing scratch right now.
Love it.
I love it. Well, man, we got some top 100s up here, brother. So you're always welcome. You could knock two off your list.
Oh, yes, sir, bro. You invite me out there, I'm coming.
Yep, you can knock two off your list, brother. But it was awesome, dude. Again, thanks for joining us, giving us some of your time, Courtney. Truly, really appreciate it.
Man, I appreciate y'all having me.
And good luck chasing scratch.
Man, listen, it's a long journey, but I'm going.
All right, my man, Courtney Lee. That was awesome. It was so much fun, and it's nice to hear him. I mean, dude, as if I wasn't excited for Grove 23 as it is. I'm even more excited to get there and see the vibe and see the peeps and all that. So I'm really excited. He got me extra excited for that. And
I think for me, critiquing us, I mean, that was just a good interview. It didn't feel like we were just banging away questions and asking people like their whole life story. We were just having conversations. We were talking. I posed the question to you guys. So hats off to us, Pep, for conducting what we would call a normal podcast where it doesn't feel like it's so interview oriented. And I think that's a good thing for us to try to shift in toward instead of millions
just a conversation.
Yeah, bud. Just like,
I mean, it's only taken us 2 years to learn, bud. So that's good. That's good. I'm glad that you caught on to that. And moving forward, we will do it more. But Courtney loves his equipment. I mean, dude, think about all the events he plays in. The Derek Jeter, the DJ Khaled, Khaled, or
whatever you want to call it.
Whatever. He played in DJ's golf event. He's trying to get in a Tahoe, so who knows, man?
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's good stuff, man. Have you ever been to Tahoe? I've never been.
Never been.
I hear it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. But for us local listeners and people not too far from here, another incredible spot is Nemacolin Resort in Farmington, Pennsylvania. We will be having our Chasing Birdies 2-man event there this year. But check them out online at nemacolin.com. They have something for everyone. The holiday season came and went, but it was spectacular. And the spring's right around the corner. Golf courses are great. Fishing's great. Check them out online at nemacolin.com. Thank you to those folks up there, Chris Barron. All you help up there, we appreciate it.
Yeah, July 14th to 16th, the Chasing Birdies 2-man at Nemacolin, as Ryan said. Details are going to be going out soon, so if you played in it last year, I've already gotten everybody pretty much to commit that's played in it last year. We're trying to get 12 more guys this year, so it's going to be exciting, and we're putting a lot of time and effort into this and to make it a good one. So,
yeah. No, you're doing it,
Park, boys. You like that?
You're doing it. Yeah, Goat Hill Park. Shout out John Ashworth, Steve Peering. But I do want to say, bud, it's been a lot of fun with you the first couple of days of the new year. Got to play some golf with you and B-Cats in Tampa, Florida. Knock some rust off the clubs. And then, next week I'll see you at Grove 23.
See you at Grove, my man. That sounds good. It just rolls off the...
It rolls.
So I will see you there. Everyone, have a happy, healthy new year. Also, stay tuned. We sold out of all those blue t-shirt hoodies, bud.
Well, we got a reload coming,
That's
guys.
the first. We got a reload coming, so those will be up, I'd say, in the next 2 weeks. We're getting more grays with the black lettering on as well. And then stay tuned. We're working on a hat or two to get on there. But thank you for your support. Thank you for buying that T-shirt. I didn't think we'd do it, dude. I thought we'd be left over with a bunch of T-shirts again. So thank you. And chasingbirdies.com.
Yeah.
Let's have ourselves a kick-ass 2024 and a healthy one.
Yeah,
Love you
guys. Let's do it. And we appreciate you listening to today's episode of Chasing Birdies. Shout out to Evo and Allie over at Simpler Media for putting this thing together. And naturally, Jacqueline DiPaterio, Rachel London. Y'all girls are kicking ass. We will catch y'all in 2.